We are 4 hours into trading. It is Tuesday, December 1st. Let's take a look at the market, then let's find some trades. Hello, traders. Right now, we've got the market in a compression, really doing a whole lot of nothing since the opening move higher. We had a really nice pop up to a new all time high, so we're going to take a look at that first. Go into the daily chart, and there you can see through this horizontal resistance level. This was the big spike that we had on the Pfizer vaccine news. 150-point S&P 500 rally on the open. It reversed the entire day. Naturally, when we get these gaps higher to a new relative high, we have to be very careful because of days like that. The fact that we've been able to hold that high right there tells me that the market should be able to move higher this afternoon. But we didn't know that right out of the gate. We would have seen heavy selling right away if the market were going to reverse those gains. So we saw this nice steady march higher, got a little bit overextended. Then we had the pullback, but you can see the tight compression that we've had for the last 3 hours. So here's what I'm speaking of. You've got this opening gap higher right in here. If you were going to have a reversal, you would run up a little bit perhaps, and then boom, 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 boom. You'd start filling in this gap. When that doesn't happen, it tells you that buyers are still engaged. Every time a seller comes in, a profit taker, if you will, there's a buyer waiting to scoop up those shares of stock. And in particular, when you have a higher low like this that has not been penetrated, we've got one, two, almost three tests of it, but you can see higher lows. That tells you that buyers are getting a little more and more aggressive as the day wears on, and also that this bid is super strong. Every time the market comes down to test it, we get a little bounce off of it. So I believe that this gap is going to hold today, and I believe that we could see a closing rally. We are at a new all-time high on the S&P 500. I'm not going to get into the fundamental analysis, but if you'd like to get my pre-open market comments that do include technical and fundamental analysis, please go down to the description area of this video and you'll see a link to my Twitter feed so that you can follow me there. So I believe that the market, now that we know that the bid is strong, we're going to see a rally. And I want to focus on bullish stocks. So that's what we're going to be looking for. You can see that we've got a bullish 10P cross right here after a big trough. That also has me a little bullish. I'm going to drop a couple of alert lines. I'll drop one right here. I click alert, and then I double click on that bar right there. And you can see those are a couple of lines that I'm going to be watching. If the market breaks out above these resistance levels, I'm interested because then it probably will challenge the high of the day. And we might have a chance to break through. You can also see that I've got some alert lines set at key support levels so that if we happen to fall, I'll also know about it. I always like having a 5-minute chart of SPY running in the background with my 10P indicator so that I always know what the market is doing. That's critical. That's a mistake that most novice traders make is they are oblivious to what's going on in the overall market. They're just watching their individual stocks. Everything starts with the market. So I'm going to go through. Let's take a look at some stocks. We'll click through some lists. Heavy Buying's one of my favorites. Pop Bull's one of my favorites. Got a couple of retail stocks in here. AMAT's in here. SPY also. And you can see AMAT too far out of the gate. Wouldn't trade it. I'm going to go into we'll go into a strong after earnings list. We'll take a look here. Now these stocks after the earnings announcement would start appearing in this list. You can see nice entry points all along the way. This is a great way to look back at companies that have announced earnings there. You can see the big gap higher. SONO wants to go higher. So you can see how it's got tails under body and it's been gradually moving higher. And now it's taking out that post earnings high that it set a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So this is actually pretty nice looking stuff. So we'll go into TGT. You can see there what it's done after earnings. Boom, boom, boom. Really nice search. These stocks are a little bit far out of the gate. I would like it better here or here right after the earnings announcement. And in fact, You know that I like Target because last week I highlighted Target as a really nice bullish put spread keying off of this 168 level. I hope you did that trade. It's a really nice one. It's working out well. We'll see if we can follow up with another good trade today. JWN, too far out of the gate. Don't want to chase anything like that. Now we get into a heavy buying list. This is heavy volume. This is more the style that I like for selling out of the money bullish put spreads. You can see how Netflix has been able to get through the 50-day and the 100-day moving averages. It's been able to build on the earlier gains today. I like this support level right in here. That comes into play at 470. And you can see how the 200-day moving average is almost up to that 460 level. I don't know that we're going to be able to get any decent credit for that with the stock being at 508, but what the heck? Let's check. And we'll go out to the December 18th expiration cycle. We'll go down to the 460 put, see if we can get anything there. And we'll click on the 460 put. We'll click on the 455 put. I'd need to get $1 for that. You can see it's offered at 54 cents. That's a big no-go for us on that spread. Too far out of the money, not enough premium. If you wanted to get more aggressive with it, and if you felt that Netflix was going to be moving higher, we just got an alert here, so it looks like the SPY has just penetrated our first resistance level right there. So it's trying to break out in here. But if you wanted to get more aggressive and go to the 490 strike, I like to stay within 2 weeks or so. That allows me to constantly evaluate the market. Let's see if we can get anything there. We'll go 490, 487.50, and there I would be looking for a 50-cent credit. You can see that it is 60-cent bid offered at $1, actually 65 cents bid. So you could easily get that, but that would put you right about where the opening from today was. Here's why I like the trade. I do believe that Netflix will continue to grind higher. I have support levels right in the middle of this long green candle at about the 500 level. We're talking about 2 weeks until expiration, so not a lot of time. If I can go down to maybe the 485, 82.50, let's check that. So I'm going to just click on that, drag it down, click on that, drag it down. Very easy to adjust these spreads. So selling the 485s, buying the 482.50s, and there you can see that that spread is 40 cents bid, offered at 95 cents. I think you can get 50 cents for that all day. In fact, I think you could probably push this and maybe get maybe 60 cents even. So at 60 cents, I like that spread better. That's selling the Netflix December 18th, 485 puts, buying the 482.50 puts, doing it for a 60-cent credit. That's a good one. So that's going to be my trade of the day. I don't need to look any further. I already know that I like it. We're going to continue to click down the list. We're just going to look at the daily charts. I'll tell you what I like, what I don't like. Like this upward sloping trend line, happens to coincide with the 100-day moving average. Facebook is the stock. If you stay below that 264 strike price, should be a nice bullish put spread. FDX, trying to get through the high, hitting some resistance, long tails above body, not too good as far as I'm concerned. I'd avoid it. KSS, run hard. That train left the station a long time ago, just like MU. I'm not going to chase anything like that. No, thank you. Day trading? Sure, I'll day trade a stock like that, but I'm not going to take an overnight. And I'm just going to STM, too far out of the gate. With the market at an all-time high, VIAC, this is a stock that I highlighted on Sunday, I believe a week and 2 days ago. Look at that baby grind higher. Really nice one. Oracle. So in this particular case, I know Oracle posts earnings late. You want to hover over the E. Aha, they announce in 10 days. So that means I'd have to be out of the position. So I'm not real interested in that, but you can see a double bottom, higher low. Stock is through the 100-day moving average, through the 50-day moving average today. That's nice. Very choppy stock. This one does not move well, so not too interested in something like that. Intel, love this one. Horizontal support right there. Now it's resistance. Now it's resistance. We're back above it, so now it's support. Stock gap's higher. It's above the 50-day moving average. I like it in here. I think that you could sell an out of the money Intel bullish put spread, upward sloping trend line right in there. Let's draw it for you. Going to click on this bar, going to click on this bar. You can see how it extends upward. And so somewhere in that $46 level, I'd like to sell a bullish put spread. I don't think you're going to be able to get a lot of credit on it because Intel doesn't move that well. Leaning on this opening price here from November 30th, the low is 47.26. Maybe we can sell a $47 put. Let's take a look. Let's go 2 weeks out, see what we can get. And we'll go down to the 47. And then we could do the 46.50. 50 cents between the strike prices. I need to get a dime for this spread. It's offered at 11 cents. We need a market pullback and a pullback in the stock to get it done, but that's where I have to be on that one. I'm going to put up a custom search. We'll take a very quick look at bull run, see if anything strikes me here. Just taking a look to see if there are any charts that jump out at me. Boeing could actually work pretty well in here for a bullish put spread. They're talking now about a $900 billion stimulus bill, primarily for companies that have been really hard hit. So that might actually work pretty well. You have to stay down here around the 190 level, though. This stock is a mover, so it's got pretty decent premiums in it. That might work for a trade. So I like it, but it's choppy. You've got to be able to get a good credit and be able to distance yourself from the action. I'm currently trying to sell a longer term bullish put spread down around this 180 level in January. That's a really long-term trade, so I'll need a decent pullback to get filled on that, but I'm going to keep trying for a few more days. If you watched my weekly swing trading video that I posted a week and 3 days ago, you will have seen the analysis on that Boeing spread and why I like it. So let's put up the custom search engine here and see if we can find something that looks good. I want to make sure I've got good option liquidity. So I've got a rating of -1 to 15. I've got heavy volume marked. I want heavy volume today. I also would like to see a nice ADX on a 15-minute basis. That tells me the stock has still got good momentum right now, even though the market is not doing much of anything. That's a lot of stocks to click through, and there's some great candidates in here, but I need to narrow my search even more. So I'm going to go with a trade signal from our trading system, bullish on a daily basis. Let's see what that does. Much more manageable. Let's also go strength versus SPY. That's critical for me. Always looking for that. Okay, now we've got a pretty nice little list. Some of these I can knock right out. STM we looked at, Oracle we looked at, Netflix we looked at. You know I like that one. MU I looked at. That one's too far out of the gate. VIAC we looked at. Let's take a look at VALE. Too far out of the gate. No interest. IOVA. Not bad. Choppy stock. Not too interested there. Intel we just took a look at. INSG. 1, 2 tests. Higher low. That's nice. Through the 200-day moving average. That's a resistance level. I like that. Got a downward sloping trend line like that. Through that. Not bad. I don't know this company per se, but looks pretty good. It's got some volume coming in here. Not bad. I'd probably day trade that one. Facebook we already took a look at. Eli Lilly. You can see how, excuse me, Callaway Golf. It's not Eli Lilly, that's LLY. Through this horizontal resistance, making a new high. I like that. There's your earnings back in here. Don't know what's driving the stock, although I do know that because of coronavirus, I know this because I like to golf, the golf courses have been absolutely crazy this year. Great social distancing sport. So that one looks pretty good. I like this breakout here, and at 21.50, you might be able to sell a bullish put spread on the notion that the stock is going to continue to grind higher. We only have December monthlies available, so it may not have a 21 strike. It does. Let's see what we can get for that. We'll click on the 21. We'll click on the 20. Because I've got $1 between the strike prices, I need to get at least 20 cents for this, and that looks like it's in range. 15-cent bid offered at 30 cents. Should be able to get a 20-cent credit on that. And if that breakout fails and you trace below 21.50, you've got to shut her down. So we've got that 21.20 bullish put spread for a 20-cent credit. That looks pretty good. Really nice volume coming into the stock. So that's a nice play. Really easy to find these. You can see I've already found a few plays. Didn't take me long at all. BIG, I think we looked at that one. This stock is continuing to grind higher off that 100-day moving average. We've got a little bit of a resistance level here. Let's set an alert because if it's able to break through this level, I want to know about it, and I'm going to set a GTC alert as well because if it happens tomorrow, I'm going to want to trade it on the notion that it's at least going to challenge that and maybe make a new all-time high. Choppy stock, up and down, so not real interested in selling it out of the money bullish put spread on that one. Let's keep looking, see what else we've got. I think we only have 1 or 2 more stocks. BB. Big breakout. You can see this horizontal resistance here. That's definitely news. And that is BlackBerry. So check the news, see what the news is on it. It's in the middle of that range. So it's been all over the board and it's settling right in the middle. A little bit too far out of the gate, but I might day trade it. This is interesting to me. There's something material happening within the company. ALT. This is kind of nice because you can see this stock has the potential to move big time. And you can see how it pulled back. It compressed right in here, made another new low, another compression after earnings, or probably lack thereof. But it is above the 100-day moving average, 200-day moving average. It's above the 50-day moving average. Nice little breakout here. Got some volume showing up. Not bad. Not bad. Might be one to watch for day trading purposes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the top of that candle just to set an alert, and we'll take a look at the final stock that we had in this search. All sorts of searches that you can set up. And this is a very choppy stock, but you can see how it's broken through this horizontal resistance. We'll zoom out very quickly. That's a major compression, very long-term breakout. The longer and tighter the compression, the bigger and more sustained the breakout. You can see big volume here. ACIA. Don't know much about the company. We'll go back into the normal view. If I wanted to know more about it, I click Stock ER. Communications company, manufactures high-speed interconnected products. Okay, there's all sorts of fundamental information here too. You can see the technical, option liquidity, and fundamental ratings on the company, along with some key ratios. Click there, you can get the earnings report also. So I'm going to go back here and take a look at what the market is doing one more time. You can see how now it's broken through that second resistance level. I just got that alert on my computer screen. Market's probably going to challenge the high of the day. And you can see that was a nice bullish cross that we had back in here. And we're starting to break through these resistance levels. I believe the market's going to challenge the high of the day, and we should finish on a strong note. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Lets me know that I'm doing the right thing, that you like my analysis so that I can keep doing it. Also, make sure to sign up for this YouTube channel. Subscribe so that you get notifications, then you'll never miss these videos. They all have fantastic trade ideas in them. Thanks so much. Trade well. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.